Hello and welcome to The Update. I'm Heidi Tiltons. The Prime Minister has offered his condolences to the victims of a plane crash in the central Philippines. It's been confirmed 2 men from Adelaide are among the 4 people who were killed when their Cessna crashed near a volcano. Anthony Albanese says consular assistance is being offered to their families.
My heart goes out to people who were there visiting the Philippines who tragically won't return to their families.
The federal government insists it's not trying to revolutionise the superannuation system despite hinting at changes to tax breaks. Labor argues fewer than 40,000 people would be affected by its proposal, but the measure would add about $1 billion a year into budget coffers. The opposition leader says Australians are still asking for details on the voice to Parliament despite the Prime Minister insisting it's all been spelled out. Anthony Albanese has accused the coalition of trying to create confusion around the policy as voters prepare for a referendum later in the year. Liberal leader Peter Dutton says parts of Australia's Indigenous community don't even know what the changes will mean.
They're building this plane mid-flight, and that's the problem. The work hasn't been put in, and the Prime Minister's not across the detail. Speaking to Indigenous people as we've moved around the country, they have no idea what it is that he's talking about.
Qantas has returned a $1.4 billion profit for the first half of the financial year, but there won't be any ticket price relief for customers. CEO Alan Joyce says the airline's rebound was mostly due to travel demand and cost cutting.
Our customers would agree that investment has been well worth it. Our reliability has improved right across the group. Qantas has now been the most on time of the major domestic airlines for 5 months in a row.
Social media giants are being put on notice to explain how they're protecting children online. The companies have 35 days to comply with the e-Safety Commissioner's orders. If not, they'll be facing penalties of $700,000 a day. Briefly, an American TV journalist has been shot dead and his colleague wounded while reporting from the scene of an earlier shooting. And the death toll following earthquakes in Turkey and Syria has surpassed 50,000 people, making it the deadliest disaster in the country's modern history. In sport, the boss of the AFL is in Tasmania again, trying to drum up support for the creation of a new stadium and a new team. The league is pledging to spend $360 million on a 19th licence. Tim Zhu says his preparation's on track ahead of his WBO super welterweight title fight next month. He'll be taking on Tony Harrison in Sydney on March 12. And Australia has recalled all-rounders Mitch Marsh and Glenn Maxwell from injury for the one-day series against India. In entertainment news, Sam Smith has teased a cameo appearance in the Sex and the City spin-off, the singer posting a snap on the set of And Just Like That with the caption, "Up to something unholy." Kylie Jenner has opened up about her battle with postnatal depression after the birth of her 2 babies. The beauty mogul has given a candid interview to Vanity Fair, offering advice to new mums who are struggling with the same condition. And Russell Crowe and his girlfriend have been turned away from a Melbourne restaurant because he was in activewear. The couple had just played a game of tennis and were hoping for a quick bite to eat, but had to go elsewhere for their lunch. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team, but we'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update.